7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Going to go right back to Henry. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
We'll go again here with Henry. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Raven first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He's got it at the 7, and he's into the end zone. What a response! Zay Flowers, touchdown Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come on with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And he will get in, and they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. On the handoff, Judkins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. To the right side, it's Judkins. And he'll get about 5. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Judkins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's 2nd and 6. They run it once more with Judkins. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Tillman, the man in motion. Now Sanders on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Browns get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Henry. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come up here 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Hey, report.
on third down. Jackson rolling to the left. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
He pushed this one to the right. No good. And this will stay a 2-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Tillman, the man in motion. Now Shedeur on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This fielded at about the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. Into space. Still going. And he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2.
The 2-point conversion.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
Come on, come on. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Tillman, the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Draymond Jones able to bring him down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Viking,
On the give, it's Judkins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. On 3rd down, Sanders. A short one that is caught by Fannin. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run it with Henry. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Ravens' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
DC ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, running left is Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them 1 step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And the Ravens are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Henry will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. This one tacked forward on the pop pass. And make it 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. He's into the end zone for the score. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Tillman, the man in motion. Throwing now, Sanders on 1st down. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a 1st down. Time is an issue. 1 timeout, 2-minute warning to work with, but they need points. 1st down and 10. Flushed to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Tillman, the man in motion. Sanders gonna throw again. Forced out wide. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down. drop to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here is first and goal.
Viking 18. Ready?
Throwing again is Sanders.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Browns. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Well, here we go. The Browns will go for two here. Now, Shedeur forced out wide, and he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up two fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll run it on first down with Henry.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
2nd and 5. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he's gonna take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, here's Henry. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.